This week on Problem Solved, we're packing our bags and moving to the backyard. The grilling world has exploded.
This setup is cozy and luxurious. You know, sometimes you just gotta think outside the box.
I wanna share 5 ways to take true advantage of your backyard.
You don't need to buy a grill brush.
You just do the onion technique. You clean the grill with an onion, or I've even done a balled up piece of foil. Much easier. Grilling is one of my favorite ways to cook. The grill is such a versatile cooking device. I mean, you can grill, of course, you can bake, you can make pancakes. I've done just about everything on the grill. I feel like grilling is such a flavorful way to cook. The smoke, the char, it's all delicious. So, you know, if you're doing fish, seafood usually falls through the grates, or certain vegetables, this just makes it so it doesn't fall through. I like this. An easy cleanup. When it comes to grilling, have some disposable stuff. Make your life easy when you need to, especially if you're entertaining big crowds. Your weekly normal meal prep, if you're grilling outside, do the reusable stuff that you can wash and clean. But just take some ease and convenience with some disposable stuff when you need to. They have so many cool things. What's this, a basting cover? Something happened to grilling in the past year. There was not this many accessories for grilling, I wanna say like a year or two ago. The grilling world has exploded. A lot of people are intimidated by the grill, but it's just like a stovetop outside. What's great is you can keep the mess and the heat out of the kitchen. Since the grill is your cooking device, you tend to use less pots and pans, of course, so cleanup's a little easier. When it comes to grilling, make sure you have the proper tools ready to go. I like to have everything prepped in advance. That way you're not scrambling to chop something or get something ready when it's time to go on the grill. If I could grill every meal, I would. There's nothing more delicious than the flavor and texture a grill can provide. Especially when the weather's right, I pop a cold beverage and fire things up. First up, I like to make sure things are clean. Open up that propane and start your engine. Start those burners on high, close the lid to warm things up. That'll seal in all the heat. And yes, even with propane, you can still get great flavor. Season up the grates with a high heat oil and an onion. Ooh, smells good. Keep that grill clean. It's gonna prevent flare-ups and any mishaps. Throwing these burgers on. Don't feel the need to always cook on high. Turn down that temp. Even though grilling is typically a quick cooking method, patience is really gonna be your friend. If you find things are sticking a little bit, give it a little extra time. When it releases on its own, it's telling you it's ready to be flipped. This one's not quite ready. Another secret of grilling, learn where your hot and cold spots are. You can use those zones to your advantage depending on how things are cooking. Resist the urge to poke and press. Good things come to those who wait. I love grilling because it keeps the heat and the smell out of the kitchen. The heat, the smoke, the char all provides great flavor. Grilling tends to save you dishes, no need for pots and pans. And let them rest to seal in the juices. Grilling isn't just for special occasions and holidays, it's for every day. I have been there so many times, mid-grilling, things are still raw in the center, and I run out of propane. I was grilling at my brother's house. Before we started grilling, I asked him, how much propane do you have? And he's like, oh, I think it's full. I only used it one time. And he was halfway through, and he's like, I ran out of propane. He had to go, run to the hardware store, fill it up, and come back. It's quite aggravating. Just like a road trip, you don't want to run out of gas. The principle is the same for grilling. There is nothing worse than running out of propane mid-cook. Here's how to never run out of fuel again. Of course, make sure everything is off. I recommend that any gas griller has at least 2 tanks. Always have one to swap if the other one is empty and in need of a refill. A common practice is to do an exchange of the whole tank, but I have a better way. A tank exchange is convenient, but can be a waste if anything's left in the tank. Consider a refill instead. Some refill stations are do-it-yourself, and others you'll need an attendant to do it for you. So always check that tank for the expiration. The great thing is you're only paying for the propane you need, and you're not wasting money exchanging a full tank. Refill stations aren't everywhere. Start with gas stations, hardware stores, and retailers like U-Haul. That way you can keep your tanks topped off and save some money. Problem solved. Gonna take Easy Street on the burgers and go with the pre-made patties. 85% lean. These actually look really good. Oh, these are huge. Oh, these are half pounders. It's quite the burger. No, this is what chaps my whiskers. Get the 4-pack of burgers, but then they don't sell like a 4-pack of buns. It's just big grocery trying to get us to spend more. Let's play a little Dora the Explorer. Do you see brioche buns? I see brioche buns. They sold the burgers in 12 or 4. There are 6 buns in this package. I'm not upset. I'm not upset. I'm just commenting. My recommendation, if you're doing anything on the grill, do bone in for more flavor, more juice. These are the smallest red onions I've ever seen. I actually prefer a little red onion. I guess all I'm doing is getting a couple onions and checking out. Cooking, baking, grilling, don't let these things intimidate you when it comes to preparing meals at home. A lot of times recipes call for time, like 5 to 7 minutes on each side. Really what you want is the perfect temp. Of course, a thermometer is essential for food safety to make sure everything is cooked to the perfect temperature, but it's also about quality, making sure things taste good, are flavorful, and juicy. This, of course, is how the restaurants do it. The perfect temperature means a more delicious dish. All it takes to become a grill master is mastering temperature. When the temps are right, you gotta get your temps right. Do you have the tendency to overcook or undercook on the grill? I'm gonna show you the one thing to grill up perfect results every time. It's a meat thermometer. This is not a waste of time. Trust me, it's worth it. It's gonna bring that grill game to the next level. Instead of guessing and overcooking, this is actually gonna make your food taste better. And it's not a cheat, it's a culinary tool for quality. Of course, this is about food safety, but it's also about accuracy. Getting the right temp will ensure the best bite every time. No one wants dry overcooked chicken, but you don't want to undercook it either. This takes the guesswork out of grilling. Instead of focusing on time, focus on temperature. I feel kissed by a flame on the grill. I like a thermometer with the meat temperatures right on it, so I don't have to look it up on my phone. It's just right there. Poultry, you want to get to about 165. A steak, I'm trying to get to medium, is about 145. And always let it rest to seal in the juices. Right on the money. To level things up, choose a thermometer system that includes probes. You insert these, and then when the food comes to a certain temperature, you'll get alerted. A meat thermometer will change your grill game forever. Medium, just how I wanted. What are these? Pool Extra Blue Chlorinating Tablets. I tell you, the packaging is stuff. This just seems like it could be a cookie. Don't eat that. Shocks, it's a good thing just have on hand. Let me tell you, the laws of nature are much more powerful than man. Then I'll tell you, you wake up one day and look at the pool and you'll be like, what happened? Growing up, one of my fondest memories is me and my brothers and sisters and my friends in our backyard pool. It was that 3-foot above ground pool, but it was so nice and refreshing to jump in, cool off. You walk around and it swirls. We got our scuba stuff. Not scuba, we did not scuba in our 3-foot above ground pool. I knew I could use baking soda in pool. I found a way. I'm not using vinegar in the pool, but at least I get my baking soda, alkalinity, and pH. Clear balance. I was like, is this for the pool? This looks like some pool care stuff? No, it's for an RV toilet. Always read the directions and warnings before you purchase. Make sure you know what you're getting and how to use it, and that'll actually fix your problem. They have like essential oil. This must be for, oh yeah, it's for spas. Don't think we're putting essential oils and Himalayan salt in our pool. Only if you're in a pinch. Classic for laundry, cleaning, but also for pool care. A pool of any kind can be a beautiful addition to your backyard, but if things get gross, it can be a definite eyesore. A few minutes weekly can save you hours of having to clean up a big mess. Being in and around water is my favorite way to escape the heat. But this isn't a pond, so we want things crystal clear. That's the problem with pools here, is it gets dusty. I'm gonna show you how to maintain a backyard pool. One of the biggest problems is algae, and if the water is untreated, it can take over real quick. Chlorine tablets will help maintain your water quality, but they're not enough to fix a severe problem on their own. While it's a good idea to have some pool chlorine on hand, household bleach has the same active ingredient, so it could be used as a substitute when needed. Just keep an eye on those levels with regular testing. Looks like our levels are pretty good except for our hardness. It's not all about chlorine. Alkalinity and pH are important factors too. A scale is an easy way to measure the proper amount for the volume of your pool. Chemicals will keep those microbes in check. That just leaves the larger debris. You can skim manually, but I like a solution that does all the work for me. This surface skimmer can work 24/7. I also chose to upgrade the pool pump a little bit for cleaner filtered water. Even for an above ground pool, some quality upgrades can make a huge difference. It can save you a lot of time and money in the long run. Over time, dust and debris can settle at the bottom of the pool. Robots to the rescue. This pool vacuum's gonna do all the work for me. Off you go. Thanks, friend. I'm gonna go have a glass of lemonade. Can I get you anything? All right, your charger's waiting for you when you're ready. To prevent any splashing mishaps, use an outdoor waterproof electrical cover. Pool maintenance does not need to be a hassle to enjoy gallons of fun this summer. I'm ready to jump in. Small, simple candle. Coconut Beach. That's where I want to be, amongst coconuts and the beach. How about this $4 situation? Oh, even better. Looks like they just have the big, ugly camping citronella. Can they not make cute citronella candles? Not fitting my outdoor living aesthetic right now. Actually, I'll get this. Just a mosquito repeller. Travel bug zapper for your tent? That's kind of cool. I didn't know they made these. Oh, I take it back. This is citronella. Burns for up to 24 hours. Okay, not too bad. I will get this. This actually could be pretty nice, but it's not a dark enough color. It doesn't match the furniture we already have. Instead of buying something new, I'll just use what I have. It's probably a good rule of thumb generally, right? Now stick with me on this one. This may be a little unconventional, but by the end, I think you'll be a believer. This turns your backyard into real living space, not just during the day, but at night too. This could be a great solution if you have guests coming in for an extended stay. While this may seem a little wacky, I think it can be actually really practical. It can be something to save money, and it can be really fun and enjoyable in a different way of approaching your backyard. Who can use an extra bedroom from time to time? Let me show you how to add a bedroom to your home, no contractor required.
Are you ever in need of more space, like an extra bedroom? Then why not take advantage of the space in your backyard? Take advantage of the good weather and create an outdoor casita. I found this pop-up gazebo online, and it actually makes the perfect pop-up bedroom. All it takes is some creature comforts to feel right at home. And these can be things you already have. I borrowed these stools from inside, and I'm using them as side tables. For extra comfort, add some seating. For a touch of the indoors, outdoors, I added a ceiling fan. That's actually circulating a lot of air in here. It even comes with a remote. A bedroom essential is a great rug. I chose this outdoor rug for extra durability. Make sure your pop-up comes with sidewalls. This netting will definitely keep the bugs out. For additional countermeasures, add a classic bug zapper. To really plus things up, add lighting, accessories, and power, of course, to charge things up. In no time at all, I've added over 100 square feet of living space right in the backyard. I actually think this is better than glamping. Is that a lamp in a garden? Yes, it is. It's a bedroom in a backyard. And a little ambiance. This setup is cozy and luxurious. You know what they say? When life gives you backyards, make bedrooms. You know, sometimes you just gotta think outside the box.
No mess. Dip and scrub. That's work. Fixed.
What a mess.
So much better. Look at all the dirt coming out of there.
Ooh, that sizzle sound means clean.